So is Digimon Masters Online worth playing in 2025? A game that's been around for over a decade with ups and downs, but still standing strong. The short answer, it depends on what you're looking for. But if you haven't played in a while or are considering jumping in, you might be surprised on how much the game has changed. Over the years, Digimon Masters Online has seen its fair share of criticism. Grinding mechanics, pay-to-win elements, and a sometimes overwhelming leveling system.
I'm really mad.
We don't care.
But in 2025, things have improved dramatically. The game has become far more rewarded, with many items that were once locked behind frustrating RNG or cashed out walls now are much easier to obtain. One of the biggest reasons players quit back then was the loot boxes, but now with better item distribution and more ways to earn rewards, the issue has been significantly reduced. Getting strong Digimon used to take forever, but now with various in-game events, login rewards, and revamped quest systems, it's more accessible than ever.
I got you, homie.
If you ever wanted a more powerful mega level Digimon,
My name is...
but didn't want to spend weeks farming, now's the best time to get into the game. Plus, the game now includes a massive amount of main quests, featuring the full Digimon Adventure storyline. As a fan of the original series, it was fucking awesome to go through that because it goes from the start to the end.
Whoa, I never knew that.
So if you're a fan of that as well, you're gonna have a good time. There's also Digimon Tamers that you can fully do in DMO. Digimon O2 right now that's been in the work, and so far it's been awesome. And honestly, if they ever release Daisuke as a character to be playable, I'm definitely gonna use it. I'm gonna put the money in if I have to. Digimon Go's game has also been heavily integrated into the game, making one of the most diverse Digimon experiences available. For me, one of the most fun aspects of the game is doing the main quest and following up with the story. It's a great way to relive classic Digimon moments while progressing through the game. One of the biggest reasons Digimon Masters Online is worth checking out in 2025 is the sheer amount of content that's been added. The game now has a ton of dungeons, giving players multiple ways to farm, earn rewards, and challenge themselves. There's the Arena Coliseum dungeon, formerly a PvP space. This is now a solo dungeon where players can farm valuable items, and man, I gotta say, using Omega X in this, fucking phenomenal.
Nice.
As new storylines are added, dungeons reflecting key battles from Digimon O2 and Go's game has been introduced, and it's honestly a blast. You need to find some friends to do it though.
Do you want to play with me?
Nope.
Denied. And you gotta have a good time. I mean, there's nothing going on right now with Digimon. While you wait for the next story game, maybe you should go check it out. Endgame boss raids, beating dungeons is relatively easy if you're high level and have good buffs, but the real challenge comes from optimizing your Digimon and setup. One of the biggest game changers for grinding is Sakurayomon Miko mode. This is hands down the best character to have in DMO, significantly making farming easier. However, it is also extremely difficult to obtain, requiring a serious investment of time and effort. The good news though is you don't need it. You just need somebody in the game who wants to help you. Find a guild that can help you, and that should be fine. They're gonna be cool to support your ass to get some good items, man. There's a lot of good people out there, just telling you. You're just gonna find them. It was like a learning lesson in this bitch too. By the way, if you're a Digimon fan, check out Zen TCG's latest drops. They got the Digimon Color X Godzilla Vpet for Godzilla 70th anniversary, featuring Wargreymon and Paildramon in special color. Plus, if you grab 2, you will get 10% off. They're also releasing the D3 Digivice color in Daisuke Ken colors and a DX Paildramon set. If you buy 2 or 3, you'll get 5% off, and you can pre-order the D3. Oh, and they're doing a 20% discount on premium cases during this period, so it's a perfect time to upgrade your collection. Just head over to Zen TCG's website down below. I promise you, if you're a Digimon fan, it's worth it. Back to the video. While many aspects of the game have become easier, getting the newest and most powerful Digimon is still a challenge.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
The overpowered Digimon like Omegamon X or any related X antibodies still require some form of monetary investment.
Just give me my money!
Man, it used to be so much harder to obtain them, but now, after spending a certain amount, sometimes up to
Hey yo, what the fuck?
in game, you're just giving the Digimon outright, or you might have to spend a lot more money. And if you notice, I've been using Omegamon X, man, so all I can say is shout out to the guild. But yeah, it's actually possible to get Omegamon if you spend a certain amount of money. If you can't get it from the loot box himself, you still have to spend a lot of goddamn money, but at least it's possible to get it, and you're not worrying about getting it by a 0.001%, which was total bullshit. Thank God there's that. And because of the gambling aspects of the game now, there's a lot of countries that can't play DMO. For me, for example, I live in Canada and I can't play if I don't use a VPN. So DMO has completely changed for that aspect of the game, bro. I mean, I think it's a good thing, so I can't be gambling.
I can't eat. I'm broke now.
Because I used to gamble a lot on Digimon, and I'm glad that I'm not anymore. Even though the system has improved over the past earnings-based loot boxes, there's still a lot of money that needs to be involved in order for you to get some of the strongest Digimon in the game, so keep that in mind. If you played DMO in the past, you'll know how frustrated it was to farm for items like Digimon Evolution items, burst mode unlocks, or even just basic stat boosts. Now, many of these are easier to acquire and drop rates have been improved across the board. There's more generous drop rates, like farming materials for evolutions and gear no longer takes hours of repetitive grinding. Daily and weekly missions, this provide consistent ways to earn currency, experience, and rare items. There's a better XP scaling, so leveling up has been balanced so nowhere players can reach late game content without feeling like they're stuck in an endless grind.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. Nice.
New Tamers and Digimon releases, regular updates have introduced fresh Digimon, including fan favorites from recent anime series and games. And one of the coolest things that I've seen is that now you can be Rio from Digimon Tamers. It's so awesome because Rio is so underrated. One of the best early game Digimon to obtain, making it a must-have, is Siriusmon. If you want to get into the game, make sure to get him 5 out of 5 because he's gonna be one of the best you can have. It's only a Mega Digimon, but it's so goddamn OP. And the reason being is because they're pushing Digimon Go's game a lot. So you're gonna get him. Trust me. Right now is the time. While the improvements makes Digimon Masters Online more accessible, endgame leveling is still a massive grind. Even though many items are not free, obtaining them can take weeks or even months of dedicating farming because if you don't want to spend money, that's how it is in this game. But again, there's nothing going on right now with Digimon, so maybe you can do that while you wait for the next Digimon games. That means that
bye, have a great time.
While getting started is easier than ever, progressing through the final stages of the game remains a significant challenge. One of the things keeping DMO alive in 2025 is the community. With global servers still active in freaking in-game events, there's always something happening. From seasonal events to massive server-wide boss battles, the game continues to bring players together. Some events even reward players with limited time Digimon, exclusive skins, or powerful gear just for participating. If you like feeling part of a living, evolving game world, DMO still delivers that experience. So, should you play Digimon Masters Online in 2025? If you're a Digimon fan, the answer is
Yes, sir.
More content, better progression, and improved accessibility. The game is in a much better state than it was years ago. And keep in mind that there's nothing really going on with Digimon games. There's the story games that you can play, Next Order, or the older games. But if you're looking for a game where there's constant updates, I will highly suggest to go for DMO because the mobile games always get shut down. And at least with DMO, it's still alive to this day. Probably because they're making a lot of money. Because how the f can they keep this game alive for so long? Probably people spending a lot of fucking money in that game, bro. So don't be that guy.
Get some help.
Trust me, it's not worth it. But if you're looking for Digimon games that is still pretty cool for what it is, I will suggest DMO, honestly. If you played before and quit due to the grind, it's worth checking back to see how things have changed. And if you're new, this is probably the best time to start. There's still room for improvement, but as far as Digimon MMOs go, DMO remains one of the best options out there. That said, if you think about jumping in, the best time to do so is during jump events. All tamer access to powerful SSS plus Digimon like Susanamon Shin or Darkness Black Romon for the event period. Not only do they make early progression much easier, but jump events also bring some of the best sales and in-game rewards. If you want to get the most out of DMO, waiting for one of these events is definitely the way to go. If you want to have a good time doing the main quest like I used to do in the past, I believe it's the best time for that because you can do Digimon Adventure, there's Digimon O2 in the work, there's Digimon Tamers, so it really depends on what you're trying to see out of the game. If you're trying to be the best of the best, then that's when the game will be time consuming. I want to give a quick shout out to the Divin Guild on DMO, the best of the best. I will leave a link down below if you like to join their guild. I believe they can help you a lot, and it's one of the best community in DMO right now. I played with them for a while to get all this footage for you, and they were all awesome. I really enjoyed talking to them, so shout out to all of them. And Bloom, you know who you are. And you're probably wondering, will Shadow Shack make some more DMO videos in 2025? And the answer is no. I will not be doing that, but on my exclusive content, I will be putting out some DMO videos. So if you like to check them out, it's gonna be over there. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And if there's anything that I missed on, please let us know in the comment section. Yeah, with that said, peace out.